Welcome to the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing, founder of the Reiki Business Collective and creator of the Build Your Reiki Business program, sending blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business. Greetings, welcome, and thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing, and I am honored to have you here with me, so thank you so very much. In this week's episode, we're talking about the benefits of Reiki, a very important topic. But first, I want to make sure that you know of the benefits of attending the Reiki Business Summit this November 22nd to the 25th, because this summit for Reiki business owners and Reiki practitioners considering starting a business is full of opportunities to network and connect, live group discussions, making friends, learning all about important Reiki business topics in our 6 live presentations. It's a powerful event that you will not want to miss. You can learn more and save your seat right now at standingstoneshealing.com/summit. I encourage doing so now before early bird pricing ends in September. Thank you. Those of us who live and work with Reiki every day are well aware of its benefits, and they are numerous. I don't know about you in your own personal Reiki practice, but I've sure had a lot of benefits from being a Reiki practitioner. Of course, Reiki is really good for things like decreasing anxiety. It's really good for helping us to relieve feelings of stress and worry. Now, I know these are some of the experiences that I've had with Reiki, some of the benefits that I have had. And Reiki at its core is really a mindfulness practice. As a Japanese system, Reiki is really, to me, Reiki is really all about being in the present moment, all about mindfulness. If you look at the precepts just for today is how they all begin. Those are the foundation of Reiki. And so to me, the foundation of Reiki is really all about mindfulness, all about presence, all about awareness and being present in the present moment. And so to me, Reiki is really very powerful as a system for helping us to get in touch and connect with the present moment. And of course, we know that getting in touch with the present moment, it's what mindfulness is all about. We know that this is really powerful for all kinds of things, like decreasing anxiety and relieving pain and helping with feelings of worry, all kinds of mental, emotional experiences, as well as physical too. And so as a mindfulness practice, Reiki is very helpful for us for all of those things. Of course, we talk about the healing benefits of Reiki. And so when someone receives Reiki, we can have a sense of grounding and presence and relaxation as we are the recipient in a Reiki session. Yes, indeed, Reiki is very helpful as a tool for growth and healing. And I think that Reiki's real power, its greatest power, is in this power of bringing us to the present moment with mindfulness, with presence, with awareness. And I believe that that is really where all of the benefits, or I should say the greatest benefits of Reiki spring from is this idea of Reiki being a system of mindfulness. Now, if we look at Reiki as a way to help us decrease anxiety, this is one of the big benefits of Reiki. We know there are more. I'm going to talk about more, but I am going to say that if this was all that Reiki did, if Reiki only helped to decrease anxiety and stress, that's enough. I believe that that alone is enough of a reason to become a Reiki practitioner, to practice Reiki, and to offer Reiki to others, and to teach Reiki and spread Reiki. To me, there is no other reason that we need in order to spread Reiki and believe in the power of Reiki than to know that it helps to decrease stress and anxiety, worry, all of those challenges that we have in our daily lives as human beings. And so if that was all that Reiki ever did, I think let's admit it, that's enough. It is enough if Reiki only ever decreased anxiety and stress and worry. Full stop. And if that was all it did, that is reason enough to practice Reiki and to spread the power of Reiki and to bring Reiki to more and more people. But Reiki really does so much more than that. Yes, I mentioned it helps to relieve pain. And of course, we know that pain relief does have a lot to do with our mental emotional state. And so as Reiki helps us to get into a more positive mental and emotional state with being present, then we have a greater chance of feeling relief from pain. Of course, it also has to do with the body's own healing mechanisms, which this is really the healing aspect of Reiki. I believe what it's all about is helping us to get into a state of calm and peace and relaxation that facilitates the body's own responses. And so Reiki is wonderful for healing along with that mindfulness aspect to it. So it helps to relieve pain. It helps to, or I should say it can help. Anytime we talk about the benefits of Reiki, I think it's important for us to talk about how it can do certain things rather than that it definitely does, because everyone has a different experience with Reiki. So my experience with Reiki is not your experience, is not the experience of someone else's. And so I think it's very important for us when we talk about the benefits of Reiki that we talk about what it can do rather than what it definitely does do. Probably the FDA and FTC would be in agreement with this approach. So we can never guarantee that someone will experience certain benefits or results from Reiki. We can only talk about the things that can happen and the possibilities. And so I think it's important for us when we're talking about Reiki, when we are teaching Reiki, when we are talking about it with clients and potential clients, that we talk about the benefits of Reiki in terms of what it can do, not in terms of what it will do, because we can never make any guarantees of what it will do. And of course, we know as Reiki practitioners that the energy Reiki always works for the highest and best good of all, and we don't know what that is. And let's be real, sometimes the highest and best good of all is not what we want. So sometimes our desires are contrary to what is for the best and in the highest good of all. And so, because of that, we can never guarantee specific with results with Reiki. We can only talk about what it can potentially do and the possibilities. So, it can potentially increase energy. You know, when we get into a state in our own mind, body, spirit of relaxation, and being in touch with the present moment, it's amazing what that does for our own personal energy. Just like switching up your diet is going to do amazing things for your energy, so too is just allowing yourself to get into a more relaxed state. It's often going to increase your focus, increase your energy, your desire to do things, and your ability to move forward with things that you want to do. And so Reiki can be great for increasing our energy. It, of course, can also be great for treating depression. Now, of course, we also always want to talk about Reiki as a supplement to medical care rather than a replacement for it. And so, Reiki can help to treat depression. And this, of course, is in combination with other approaches, whatever those approaches might be, whether that is talking with a licensed mental health counselor or some other approach. But Reiki indeed can help to treat depression. It can improve sleep. It can create a sense of calm and relaxation. I don't know about you, but I've definitely experienced that from Reiki myself. I've also experienced improved sleep too with Reiki. And so this is something that it can help us with. Meditation can help with that as well. And actually, meditation can help with a lot of these things. Meditation is itself a mindfulness practice. And again, as a mindfulness practice, Reiki really can help with a lot of the same types of things that other mindfulness practices can. But Reiki absolutely can also deepen our own spiritual and personal development. Now, this is something that I have really experienced in my own practice, this deepening of spiritual and personal development. This is actually the reason why I undertook Reiki training in the first place. I undertook Reiki training in order to deepen my own spiritual and personal experience. And that was my goal with Reiki training. And it sure has. I can say that Reiki has really helped me to release judgment. It has really helped me to be more forgiving, and it has really helped me to be more accepting. Now, as human beings, I believe that we are judgmental. I believe that human beings are judgmental. And I don't think this is always necessarily a bad thing. When we judge, we are determining our sense of something based upon past experiences, based upon other people's experiences, but judging is a natural and normal thing to do, and judging is not in and of itself necessarily a bad thing. We judge all of the time. We judge maybe that we might like to have, we might prefer chocolate ice cream over vanilla ice cream. And maybe we look at the two ice creams in the cartons and we judge them based upon their look. Depending on your taste buds that day, it's not necessarily a bad thing to judge. But judgment can be negative and harmful to our experience when we take it to levels that impact our ability to meet others with kindness and compassion. This is where judgment can get in our way. And for me, Reiki has helped me with that. As I have deepened my own Reiki practice, I have increased my ability to release judgment, starting first and foremost with myself, and then extending that to others. And so Reiki has really helped me to decrease my levels of judgment, to increase my levels of compassion for myself and for others. One of the benefits of Reiki that is a little debatable is its impact on treatment of cancer. And I say debatable because there is a misconception among many in the Reiki community that we should not offer Reiki to someone experiencing cancer. That if we offer Reiki to someone experiencing cancer, we are going to increase the cancer, we're going to make the cancer grow. Well, because Reiki gives power to things, it gives energy to things, spiritually guided universal life force energy of all things, Reiki makes things grow and expand. And so if we send it to cancer, oh no, it's going to increase the cancer. But this is not true. If you have heard this, it's not true. You absolutely can offer Reiki to people with cancer, and it absolutely can help them in their experience with cancer. As a matter of fact, Reiki is used in many top hospitals across the United States, specifically for cancer treatment. Now, again, it's important to emphasize that this is a complement to medical care and not a replacement. But Reiki indeed can really help. It can help to navigate the challenges of experiencing radiation or chemo, the pain associated with cancer, the mental and emotional challenges associated with experiencing cancer. Reiki can help with all of those. And so, yes, indeed, you can use Reiki for treating cancer and working with someone with cancer. That is absolutely okay. Same thing with diabetes. No, you don't have to worry about offering Reiki to someone with diabetes or any kind of mental, emotional, or physical challenges. And so it's important for us to recognize that and to know that, and to know that Reiki is going to really help with a whole host of experiences and have just a whole range of potential benefits. Again, along with medical care from a licensed professional, Reiki is a complement and not a replacement. It's important for us to emphasize that in our discussions of the benefits. But some other benefits of Reiki. If you are a highly sensitive person or you identify as an empath and you take on other people's energy, Reiki can really help with this. Of course, in terms of self-Reiki, with helping to regulate our nervous system and downshift our nervous system, but also with the system of Reiki in terms of those principles and practices, just for today. That's going to help us to not take on other people's energy when we can bring our mind back to the present moment, bring our mind to the awareness that just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, it is all okay. Just for today, I ain't taking on anybody else's sleep. So Reiki is indeed helpful if you are a highly sensitive person. It will help you to not take on other people's energy and to bring your awareness to the present moment, in which, in this present moment, everything is okay. In this present moment, we have everything that we need. So much of our stress and worry and anxiety is very future focused. It's worrying about what might happen. It's worrying about what could happen. It's worrying about things that will happen in the future and not on what's happening right now. So often our stress is about things that we are envisioning happening or that we are experiencing, but maybe not in this exact moment. You know, the Buddhist teacher, Master Rinzai, was fond of saying, "What at this moment is lacking? What at this moment is lacking?" And if you really focus in on the present moment, the answer is nothing. Each moment is full and complete and perfect in and of itself. And so practicing Reiki, this system of mindfulness, helps to bring us into the present moment where nothing is lacking. Everything is okay. We are okay. And the present moment is perfect in and of itself. And when we realize that, we can release worry about what might happen tomorrow. We can release the fear that we're going to take on someone else's energy. We can release the anxiety about things that are coming up in the future because they're not here right now in this present moment. And so Reiki is very powerful for helping us to sit in that present moment. And that ability is really where I believe the greatest benefits of Reiki spring from. Now, Reiki can also help us with feelings of being stuck. You know, that might not be something we think about when it comes to the benefits of Reiki, but Reiki can help us to not feel so stuck. And so it can help us to move forward. It can help us to set an intention and send Reiki to our intention with the desire to move forward and get unstuck. You know, feeling stuck is really a feeling. Feeling stuck is really a mindset, and it's not an actual fact. When we feel stuck, it is often really simply a feeling, and we're not actually really stuck, especially not literally. But when we offer Reiki to ourselves, when we practice Reiki, and when we practice self Reiki, or we recite the precepts, or do other Reiki practices to bring us into the present moment, again, being in the present moment is really powerful for helping us to relieve feelings of stuckness. And so Reiki can indeed help us to move forward and get unstuck. And with that idea of setting an intention when we offer ourselves Reiki, intention setting is very powerful. Of course, intention setting is not for Reiki. Reiki, the energy is going to do its thing no matter what our intention might be. But setting intention is really powerful for our own human brain, our own mental and emotional mindset. So setting an intention and sending ourselves, offering ourselves self Reiki can be really helpful for moving forward. Now, of course, there are so many more benefits of Reiki, benefits that we've experienced in our own lives, benefits that maybe we have witnessed from students, clients, and others. What are your favorite benefits of Reiki? What are the benefits that you have experienced from Reiki? Drop them down below in the comments and let us know if you are on YouTube. And of course, no matter what kind of benefits you might experience from Reiki, I invite you to grab the free Reiki Biz Kit at standingstoneshealing.com/Reiki Biz Kit. And of course, I'm sending you lots of blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business. Thanks for tuning in to the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, and send to a friend. Learn more about the Build Your Reiki Business program at standingstoneshealing.com/build. Sending blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business.